What's up, guys? It's Demulo Fitness here. So today we're going to talk about ways to get athletic, episode 4. So we're going to do stuff for basketball players. So things like stretching, philometrics, a few weight exercises, agility, hand speed, things like that to help you as an athlete, not only in basketball but in other sports too. Stay tuned. Thank you for clicking the video to watch, by the way, and make sure to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys during the video. Before you exercise, you want to warm up, and before you exercise, actually, you want to do dynamic warm-ups. What dynamic stuff are is basically movements, okay? So movements to get your muscles warm, so that when you're getting ready to work out, they're all warm and ready to go. But the first one I'm going to demonstrate, the first and only warm-up exercise I'll demonstrate is the lunge and twist. Okay, so what we're going to do is lunge, then twist both ways, and then repeat for each side. Check it out. So the first exercise I want to show you guys is a quarter squat. So a quarter squat is really one of the best exercises for improving your vertical jump. Why? Because before you jump, you notice how you squat down, but you don't squat all the way down, and then generate force to your arms and then shoot up. So what the front squat does is allows you to, by going heavy and working the type 2 muscles, helps you to be able to do that, okay? Because once your body doesn't have weight in its back, it'll be that much easier to do. So let me demonstrate. So you know this is barely even a squat, but in order to generate maximum amount of force, you have to go down just a little bit. Because if you squat all the way down, then you've lost all the power you generate from your quads. So in order for it to be effective, you have to go about a quarter waist down and then using your arms shoot up. And that's how the higher jumpers don't squat all the way down to jump. So right here you're looking at the squat jump. So it's basically like the quarter squat but different. This time you're gonna do everything you did for the quarter squat plus you're jumping. So you don't want to squat all the way down before jumping, because you lose a lot of the force you want to generate upwards. You lose inches of height. So it's important to squat a little bit and then generate as much force upwards as possible. So it's important to keep your core engaged. Make sure your knees aren't in front of your foot, and making sure you don't land hard. Because if you land hard, it's hard on your knees and joints and stuff like that. You want to land softly, and make sure you don't squat all the way down. And make sure you warm up before you do the stuff, okay? So another thing you need to be a better athlete, or that may help, is hand speed. So I'm going to demonstrate you guys a hand speed drill you can do that I kind of made up. Well, I didn't see anybody do this. So what you're going to do is do shoulder taps, right? But while being in the push-up position. So my method is, you got a minute, right? And you want to do as many as you can in a minute. So we're going to try to, your goal is to shoot for 120 in a minute, okay? So check it out. So you're just gonna tap your shoulders like this. what you want to do is be on 1 foot, the balance on 1 foot, and step with each box, okay? So, just like that. Then again, do the other foot. Just like that, okay? So now, I'm going to demonstrate 1.2 feet. So, I like to just hop in and then hop out, okay? So like this, doing this, right? So we're going to start over and we're going to do it as fast as we can. Let's go. So another one I want to demonstrate is 2 in, 2 out. So you're gonna 2 in, 2 out, okay? I'm gonna do it all the way through. Like that. Then, when you come this way, you gotta go back. So to finish your workout, you want to do things like static stretching. What they are is stretching and holding the position for a longer time. Okay, so this can be together into flexibility and cool downs. Okay, so I'll demonstrate a few exercises you can do to help your flexibility and good cool downs for your end of your workouts. Typically the best would be things from yoga. So I'm going to demonstrate to you guys a few things. Stay tuned.
So the first one here is called the down dog. So what you want to do is have your hands shoulder width apart, your feet shoulder width apart, your heels on the ground, your hips back and high. Make sure you feel the stretch in your lower back, in your shoulders, your forearms, and make sure your heels are on the ground. My heels weren't on the ground, but as you do it more and more, you become better at doing the movement. So this one here is the child's pose. So what you want to do is be on your knees, kind of sit back till you feel the stretch in your lower back, and yep.
That's all, guys. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to comment if you have any questions. It was a pleasure making this. Thank you guys for clicking this. There's more to come. And yeah, peace.
Should've saw the way she looked.